Hey guys, welcome back to Boss Fan TV, and today we're doing a match reaction to our 1-0 win up in Derry yesterday evening. Fantastic win, good hard working performance, just what we wanted after the defeat to Rovers there on Friday. Excellent response from the players, really dug in deep to get the 3 points, especially at the end when Derry kind of put us under the cosh a little bit. Um, with those sort of flurry of, not flurry maybe, but those kind of, a few of those kind of chances that they had towards the end. I thought the players dug deep and didn't give them an inch really throughout the game. Um, Look, going into this game, we would have thought, if we want to see a reaction from the Rovers game, going up to Derry, it's always difficult, I suppose, to go and get a result. But we'll be looking at this as an opportunity to bounce back in a big way and get a win up in Derry. I think a lot of people were kind of surprised about the team. Look, it was a quick turnaround from Rovers, but I don't think a lot of people would expect the likes of Dean Williams and Twardek to be starting. But what they did, and I actually thought they did quite well. I was sort of thinking the same. Why is he playing Twardek when we've got other players available to us? Ali Cute wasn't in the squad. I don't know whether that's an injury or whether the boys just thinking, we've just played a game. It's a bit risky going to Derry on an artificial pitch and risking our best players getting injured. So maybe he just gave Coote the game off anyway. But yeah, look, at the start of the game, I thought, the first half there wasn't much in it really. It was quite an even game. We were getting a little bit of joy on the break. We were looking a bit threatening with the likes of Connolly and Twardick and Clark. We were breaking fast and breaking the numbers and we couldn't really get any chances going though. Mara didn't really have many saves to make throughout the first half. We go in at half time at 0-0 and you're thinking, look, it's decent. We've limited Derry to very few opportunities. We just keep battling. Make it hard for them. Maybe we'll be able to nick something on the counter or from a set piece. Because it looked like it was going to be one of them games. Quite a scrappy game. It might only be decided by a goal or whatever. But we kept going. We come out second half, and it's sort of more of the same. It's quite scrappy. There's not many chances. It's sort of a game that looks like it could go either way. But then we get a penalty. For me, it's a stonewall penalty. I don't know what Rory Higgins was saying after the game, saying, "Oh, well, it's not a penalty," and all of this. Look, of course he's going to say that. Look, his team just lost a huge game. Top of the table clash. He's obviously going to be frustrated, but yeah, I don't see any reason why that's not a penalty. I think Twardigs are clearly pushed over without the defender having any intent to win the ball. Look, it's about time for me anyway. We got a bit of luck up there because there's been times where we've gone down there, particularly last season with that penalty incident. Um, the one with Levingston, that was never a penalty. And look, it's about time we got the rub of the green up there, I suppose. And up steps Dean Williams, and it's a big moment for him because he hasn't really quite got going yet. Look, he scored a good goal out in Pads there a few weeks back, but he hasn't really had much of an opportunity yet to sort of show what he's all about. And this is a huge moment for him to step up and take a penalty in such a big game. And yeah, Mara gets a hand to it, but look, he still scores and winds up the opposition fans as per usual. I don't think he's ever scored a goal and tried not to do that, but. Um, Yeah, look, we've gone 1-0 up in the 60 something minute. I think the penalty was scored in, and you're thinking, look, let's just try and see this out. Let's, try hit them on the counter attack if we can. And look, Derry, they did have a few sort of moments where they looked like they were going to trouble us, but Talbot made a couple of good saves. There was one, I think, in the sort of 88th, 89th minute where he makes a good save and puts it out for a corner, and that's something that we've missed from him anyway. The sort of the shot stopping. I think that was a huge issue last season with the likes of Toy Ryan and McCracken. They weren't maybe necessarily as good as a shot stopper as Talbot was, but I think he was absolutely brilliant last night. I think he got a lot of unfair criticism, I feel, after the derby. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, he could have done better for those two goals." But for me, I don't think any of those goals were his fault. I thought it was just sort of poor defending from the defenders. But I think he showed last night that he is one of the best goalkeepers in the country, if not the best. And yeah, look, he was absolutely brilliant. A few other players who I thought played well. McDonald, I thought he had one of his best games. He's been a super signing since he's come in. Casper and Horton were absolutely excellent at the back. Casper, he's such a great defender. He has everything: the pace, the height, the ability on the ball. He's just everything you want in a defender. And hopefully, he'll be here till the end of the season anyway. Because I know I think there's talk that maybe his loan ends in the summer, but we have I think an option to extend it until the end of the season. Look, hopefully we will sort something out anyway. Um, and I think Jay Ben did quite well. I thought, look, I think Dane Williams. I think he had a bit of a quiet game, but look, he scores his penalty. That's all that matters. He's won us the game. Um, I think the bench was strong as well, which was a good sign because I think particularly last season and maybe even years gone by, we maybe haven't had the squad depth. But look, I think this season we've sort of solved that problem. There's options on the bench now. Afolabi came on, Flores came on, Baker came on. There was McManus on the bench as well, O'Sullivan. So we had options if we needed to bring them on. And yeah, look, we held out for a huge 3 points, and look, we end the first round of fixtures, 6 points clear at the top of the table, and you're thinking, God, like, who saw this coming? It's been fantastic. We've won 7 games out of 9. That's an unbelievable return, something that not everyone, I don't think anybody really was expecting. Um, you know, I think that's just credit to what Devine's done since he's come in. There just seems to be a better mentality around the place, around the club, in the dressing room, amongst the fan base, um, which has got us, to the top of the league. And look, hopefully it can continue. You look at the fixtures that are coming up. We got Pats on Friday. We'll have a preview of that on Thursday. That's a big game. The Dublin Derby. They're starting to get a little bit of form going. But look, they still, we still beat them in Richmond there last month. Then after that, I think we have Drogheda away, UCD away, Cork at home. There's some really good fixtures. There's a chance for us to win more games and hopefully stay at the top of the table. But look, let's just take it game by game. We'll enjoy yesterday's win, but then I'm sure it's all always ahead to Pats on Friday anyway, amongst the dressing room and from the Vines perspective. But yeah, look, great win. Hopefully we can continue our great form and get another 3 points on Friday. So yeah, that's where to end the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you thought about the game, what you think heading to Pats. We'll have the preview of it on Thursday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.